All right, fourth and final game coming your way very shortly. Two teams coming in at 3-1. Shane, we got Radano and take a game to another level. And again, another very important game for playoff standings.
Yeah, talk about a logjam. All the teams that we have at 3-1 right now, all the teams that we have at 3 wins right now, and both these teams with 6 games left to play, and these are two of the most talented teams in the league. So again, this is going to be a close one here tonight if the standings are indicative of what's to come.
All right, for Radano starting off, you mentioned the talent. What do they have to do to beat another very talented squad with take your game to another level?
Well, quite frankly, take your game to another level in terms of height on the floor is huge compared to the other teams in the Pro-Am. So from Radano tonight, they got to get quality minutes from their bigs. Todd O'Brien and O'Neal Mims, just to name 2 of the guys that they have on that roster. If they're here tonight, they got to go out and they have to be productive for Radano. They got to clog up the paint, and they got to make life difficult for Marty Collins and Mark Tyndale and Deontay Christmas looking to go to the rack. And they also got to match up down low against the likes of Mark Michel and potentially Charles Akwandu, Kenneth Reed, who's also played some minutes here for take your game to another level so far this season. Key number 2, Darren Govins, Chester High School grad, former Chester Clipper. He's got to go out there tonight, and he has got to take the pressure off of Garrett Williamson. If you're Radano, everything goes through Garrett Williamson offensively. You know that. He's really the lifeblood of that team, but Darren Govins has got to be able to bring the ball up the floor, make good decisions, and handle the basketball, and allow Williamson to get away from the defense a little bit, and rather than have them collapse on him as soon as he gets the ball inbounds. And then key number 3, Ryan Brooks, former Lower Merion ace, another guy who's played his high school and collegiate basketball in the local area. He's got to go out there tonight, and he's got to fill up the stat sheet because, as we mentioned, Williamson is going to be marked all night, likely by Marty Collins, one of the best defenders in the Pro-Am. Ryan Brooks has to be effective scoring the basketball tonight, as they're going to need some key points from him.
Yeah, and Williamson and Brooks have shown the ability to work very well together in transition, a game that Radano likes to play, so expect a lot of that from them as well. For taking him to another level, you talked about their bigs. What are some of the other keys for them going forward in this game?
Well, one, we already mentioned the bigs. Lester Prosper, one of those bigs, isn't going to be here tonight. He's overseas right now, putting in some time, I believe, with the national team for England in his homeland over there. So Prosper's going to be missed tonight. You're going to need to get some more minutes out of Mark Michel. You're going to need to see some improved conditioning from those bigger guys, allow them to go out there and hang for upwards of 30 minutes here tonight. But if they can do that, if they've got no problems going out and running for 5 or 10 extra minutes, they should be okay. That's key 1. Number 2 is just flat out and simple. Mark Tyndale, relax. He's got to settle things down. He has been in technical foul trouble all season long here in the Pro-Am. He's been thrown out of a game after picking up 2 technicals, I believe, in the first half. He can't have another one of those episodes tonight. He's got to settle himself down. He's got to realize he's not going to intimidate the officials out here. A lot of times guys of his caliber, they'll come out in the summer league and they'll try to go out and maybe get some calls by running their mouth a bit. But these officials aren't going to take it. They've shown that. So Tyndale's got to go out there, calm down tonight, and be effective like we know he can be when he's got his head screwed on right. So if Tyndale can go out tonight, calm himself down a bit, he's another guy who can make life very, very difficult for Radano at both ends of the floor. And then key number 3, really simple, Marty Collins. What more do I have to say? Offensively and defensively all season long, I would argue that Collins has been the best player in the Pro-Am far and away, as he's shown the ability to shut down at one end and completely take over at the other, and he's done it in each of his team's 6 games so far. So here tonight, Marty Collins is going to need more of the same against a very talented Radano team, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it at the level that he's playing at right now.
Yeah, Marty Collins, a guy that we've seen this year and last year as well, can really take over a game when things get close later on. So, again, another great game coming your way. Fourth and final game of the night coming up very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.